good evening, and good morning based on your time zone. And without any delay, let's start our demo. Welcome to the MDG demo on today. The regular classes will be starting from 11th onwards, 11th November onwards. The classes are from Monday to Friday. It's at night 9 to 10 p.m. IST. So the duration would be approximately 3.5 to 4 months, and which has around 70 to 80 hours. Okay, the agenda for today's demo is like I will walk you through the course curriculum. What are all the topics that we are going to cover, and what are the key features of our training, and what are the prerequisites to learn MDG. Let's start with our course curriculum. Before that, let me introduce myself. Myself, Venkat. I do have almost 15 plus years of experience. I started my career as an ABAPer. Later, I worked on various areas like Web Improba, FPM, Adobe Forms, CRM Technical. Those are for less period only. And it's been almost 7.5 years I have been into MDG. I started my MDG career as a product developer with one of the Solex partners of SAP for MDG, that is Utopia. Now I am working for one of the level 5 companies in India as a solution architect. I got exposure to work on various implementation projects, support projects, rollout, upgradation projects on MDG. And so far, almost 16 batches are completed, and yours is the 17th batch. So hundreds of people got placed. Also, we do have the self-learning option as well. Many people opted for that as well. The target audience for this training would be like anyone who is working on the data side, like data maintenance, maybe MDM side or any other data governance side, or as an end user, whatever. So, and if you are already an SAP technical or functional consultant, so it's a right choice for you. As well, if you are working as a business analyst or any kind of data relevant roles or technical and professional functional roles, so you can be able to learn MDG. So both technical and functionals can attend this training. The training is a techno-functional one. It is beneficial for both of you, and you may get a question like during the sessions, if you are a functional consultant, whether you are able to understand the technical concepts or not. So I will be taking care of that. Like whenever I am explaining the concepts, I will give you an idea what is relevant for you, what is not relevant for you, kind of thing. And prerequisites, I will come back to this at the end. Also, the key benefits and course highlights, I will come back to that after having a walkthrough of our course curriculum. So the total course is divided into almost 17 units. We'll start from the very basics of MDG and we'll go deeper level. So though the entire concepts are divided into multiple units, in our regular classes, we go in a flow, logical flow. This unit segregation is for a better understanding of what are the content we are going to cover. But we are going to cover in the regular classes in a logical flow based on the real-time scenarios. For example, if you take a particular scenario, so there multiple technical things are multiple implementations are involved. Like you might be implementing some data modeling kind of thing or UI, and you will implement the workflows that has to go in a flow. Again, we have to come back to a specific concept. So that I will be taking care of that. Now, first unit, we will start with our introduction to MDG. We will understand what is an MDG and what is the architecture. We are talking about master data. MDG deals with master data. So where master data will be stored in MDG? What kind of database tables are there? And what are the key benefits and key principles of MDG? How business can get benefited out of implementing MDG? What are the other master data maintenance products or solutions available in the market? Why MDG is becoming popular compared to others? Okay, so All those things we'll be discussing in the first unit. And what are the standard solutions delivered by SAP for MDG? Like material, BP, finance, and there are few solutions delivered by Utopia, which is a Solex partner. So what is a Solex partner and why they have implemented when there is SAP? Everything we are going to discuss in this unit. Next thing is baseline configuration. It's like more of setting up the new system. Like if you purchase a mobile or a laptop, first thing what we are going to do, first thing we set up our mobile, like configuring the mobile with our email address, contact number, and giving some permissions. If there are any backups, restoring them. So likewise, once we set up our mobile or laptop or anything electronic device, then only we will be using mobile. So same way, when we have our MDG system or brand new S4HANA system or ECC, how we can run MDG on that? For that, we need to set up our MDG. MDG components has to be enabled and the required configuration we have to set up. Everything we have to set up from the scratch. So what are the teams involved in that? What is the role of each and every consultant, whether it is a basis or security or MDG technical or functional, whoever so. Everything we are going to discuss here. Next, data modeling. One of the core concepts, I can say it's the heart of entire MDG. Like when we have some master data, whether it is a material or business partner or anything, how we are going to design our solution? What is the approach? That we will be discussing here. So here we have the standard data models and custom ones also. First, we will have a deep dive into the concepts, core concepts of MDG data model. So once we have that clear understanding of the core concepts, then we will have a walkthrough of the standard solutions, standard data models. How SAP had delivered or designed the standard solutions and how we can create a brand new custom one end to end. All those things we are going to discuss in this data modeling chapter. Next, service mapping tool. There is a tool called SMT, service mapping tool, which can be used to map the data of different formats. Like in MDG, we have one of the concepts called replication. So we will replicate the master data from one system to another system. So while we are replicating, the source and target structures may be different. So in that case, how we can map the source fields into the target acceptable format. So for that, there is a mapping tool which can automate this kind of mapping between source and target. That is nothing but the service mapping tool. Whatever the topics we are discussing, the flow how we discuss is, first we will understand the core concept, then we will have a walkthrough of the standard solution and we will create a custom solution end to end with some real-time practical scenarios, and then we will see how we can enhance the standard solution, followed by some assignments and quizzes, everything. This is the overall structure that we follow while discussing any topic. And next, data quality and validation. So one of the core principles of MDG is improving the master data quality. So the main motto of having MDG implemented in the business is to improve the quality of the master data or to get the more consistent data. So how we can improve the quality of the master data? For that, there are various methods available in MDG. One is a duplicate check and another one is implementing some business rules kind of validations, derivations, dynamic handling of the field properties, and controlling the access via authorizations. See, there might be different teams like material team, business partner team, finance team. If material team wants to maintain the master data, they should get authorization only to the materials, not for the business partner data. So likewise, how we can control that? So all those things come as part of this data quality and validation unit. And next, user interface modeling. Even though we build the solution more accurately, end of the day we need one interface where we need to maintain the data. Like if you take this PowerPoint, I want to present this one. To present this, I am using the PowerPoint application. Let's assume this application is not there. How can I present my idea? Not possible. Same in MDG also. If you want to maintain the master data, if you, of course, the end users, if they want to maintain the master data, they need one UI. So what kind of UI technologies we are using in MDG? Basically, it's WebDAM ProBab, FPM, and Fury up to some extent. Even though if you don't know what is WebDAM ProBab FPM, it's fine. I'll be taking care of that. So first we will have a deep dive into those WebDAM ProBab FPM, all those things. Then we will have a walkthrough of the MDG UI framework and what are the various configuration involved in the UI and what are the standard solutions and how we can build a custom MDG UI application from end to end. That also we will see. And finally, we will see how we can extend or enhance our standard UI applications. And you will get some assignments and quizzes as well. Next, process modeling and workflows. So this is one of the biggest chapters in entire MDG and one of the crucial things. So you take any MDG project, without workflow, there is nothing there. Meaning, there are 0 MDG projects without workflows. Okay. Mainly this is used to improve the quality by enabling the governance process. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have applied for some loan or something. When you apply for some loan or anything, it will undergo certain levels of approvals. So once all the approvals are in place, then only the loan amount will be disbursed into your account. So what is the use of enabling that approval process? To ensure the banks are giving the loans to the reliable, genuine customers. Same way here also in MDG, if we want to create some material or change some material, we cannot directly do that just like how we do in the backend through MM01, 02, all those things. Here we will be implementing some workflow process. It has to undergo certain levels of approvals. Then only the master data will be updated and ready for use for the business transactions. So that approval process will configure in the process modeling unit. So this is one of the biggest units which takes almost 1 month itself. And this is the unit where you will be getting so many assignments and so many hands-ons, and you need to pay more attention and you need to spend more time on this one. Data replication framework. One of the strong capabilities of MDG is the integration. We can integrate our MDG with external systems. It can be SAP or non-SAP systems. Okay. So it can be integrated with any systems. So there are many things like initial data load, delta load, and the governance process, then the replication that we will see in detail in our regular sessions. But end of the day, when we integrate our MDG system with other SAP, non-SAP systems, once the data is governed and approved properly, then we need to send the approved quality data back to the respective systems so that they can perform their business transactions. So what is the mechanism behind this and why do they need the data and how we can load the data, how we need to govern, all those things we are going to discuss, and what are the different ways to send the data. And then data import framework. This is one of the data load mechanisms in MDG. Mostly no customers are using this data import framework nowadays. There are some reasons also. There are various ways for mass data processing in MDG, like mass change, multi-object processing, file upload, file download, data import framework, and master data consolidation. These are the various methods that we use for the data loads and mass data maintenance, extending MDG standard features. So as we know, even though SAP deliver the solution, every client having their own customization. They would like to customize our solution as they wish. Maybe they want to add some new fields, or they want to add some new validations or business rules, something. So how we can enhance the MDG standard solution? That we'll be discussing in this unit. Whatever the unit you take, in every unit, there is a role of a technical consultant and functional consultant. So I'll be taking care in giving you the clarity on what is the role of technical, what is the role of functional consultant, and how far you need to focus on any, and everything I will be taking care. So mostly 99% of the cases, everything is required for the technical and techno-functional consultants, whatever we discuss in the course. But for functionals, everything is not required. So wherever the technical part is there, the coding and programs build, all those things that you can ignore. But still, I allow functionals also to attend this training. The only reason is you will get some knowledge, good knowledge, what's happening in the backend, so that it would be helpful for you while you are talking to the technical folks. That will help you like anything. Okay. And then analytics and monitoring. So there are some standard applications, Fury applications within MDG delivered. We just need to do some configuration. It gives you some reports like how many master data was created, how many approved, how many rejected, what are in progress, and what are pending with different people. Likewise, it will give you some reporting. And Fury user experience, so you no need to know the Fury to work with this. So what we need to know is we need to know how we can enable the roles, what kind of configuration activities we need to do. And we don't build any new Fury applications, and we don't enhance also. But there are something called catalogs and groups which are linked to the authorization roles. So that we would require to configure and customize. That we will be discussing with good hands-on in this unit. And mass processing, like I said, there are various mass processing techniques in MDG. So these are three, and MDC and DQ, master data consolidation, data quality management, kind of a sub-modules. So we don't see in depth of these two, MDC and DQ, but I will give you a high level understanding, and I will show you what kind of configuration is required, and I would execute one simple scenario so that you will get some clarity while you start deep diving into this MDC and DQ. So the next one is real world project activities. So once we complete all the topics, then we will see what types of projects are there in MDG, and what are the roles of each and every consultant, technical, functional, techno-functional consultant, and what kind of project documentation that we need to prepare. I'll explain you the documentation part with the help of some real-time documents from my previous projects. Of course, I will hide some confidential information, whatever is there. And then what are the various steps in an end-to-end implementation project? Okay, all those things we will be discussing in the project activities chapter. But I am not going to execute any real project, but we will see the real-time scenarios for different topics. If it is workflow, we will see some workflow scenarios. Business rules, some business rules, real-time scenarios. Extensions, some scenarios, likewise. And these are the topics that we will be discussing throughout our course. And next, I will show you our learning platform, Google Classroom. This is the learning platform. This is admin view. That's why you can see all the tiles are there. But for your batch, you will get one tile like this. And here you can see all the course content and everything. So here different topics are there like class recording, study materials, assignments, whatever is there, class notes, everything is uploaded here. You will get access to this. Only the thing is you need to provide your Gmail account. I'll be giving you the access. So the meeting link, class recording, study materials, assignments, quizzes, whatever. So everything is available here. It's a one-stop platform where you can access everything. Okay, likewise, you can see everything. These are the class recordings. Topic wise, we have organized, and you can see the study materials. Some materials are directly by SAP, some materials are by me. Okay, there are quizzes also. Like I ask the question, and you guys need to answer, and some grades will be provided. Okay, likewise, all the course content is available in the Google Classroom platform. Now, what are the prerequisites to learn MDG? So, ideally speaking, for technical consultants, ABAP relevant knowledge is mandatory. So, core ABAP, object-oriented ABAP, enhancements, those are mandatory. And if you have knowledge on IDOC server services, that is better. Later also you can enhance on that, not a problem. So entire ABAP is not required because if you are a technical consultant, you will be implementing the logic or you will be writing the code in ABAP only. That's why ABAP is mandatory for the technical consultants. And for functionals, it's better to have any domain knowledge, material or BP or finance or anything. For techno-functionals, of course, combinedly both are required. If you are a fresher, ideally it is difficult to find a job in SAP unless you have some strong reference. That is another story. And if you are from non-SAP background, or if you don't have the prerequisite skills, but you have good zeal to learn MDG, still it's possible, but you need to put little efforts, extra efforts. I'll be sharing you the reference videos and guides to gain this knowledge of the prerequisite skills. So you have to go through them parallelly while you are attending the MDG sessions so that you can be able to understand the MDG concepts also. By the end of the MDG course, it would be better if you can complete both. Course highlights. So I have a good amount of experience on MDG. I am the trainer for entire course. I'll be explaining the concepts as much as possible with the real-time scenarios. I'm not saying like I will be explaining 100% with real-time scenarios because there are few scenarios where practically we cannot be able to see in the system, like multiple systems integration, one of the concepts. So 70 to 75% of the cases or 70 to 80% of the cases, I'll try to explain you every concept with real-time scenarios. And I try to explain each and every concept as much deeper as possible. That's why our course takes 3.5 to 4 months, unlike others. And you will get assignments and quizzes on each and every topic. Assigning them to you is my responsibility, and submitting them on time and taking that ownership and proactively working on them is your responsibility. And study materials. So we have two sets of study materials. One is the SAP standard materials and another one prepared by me. Both will be providing you. If I feel like SAP standard study material is good enough to follow, I'll give it as is. If something is missing or if we can further improvise, then I'll be providing my own study material. And career support, there is no job assurance, but job assistance is there. So we will have the mock interviews and I will provide you the interview questions, and I will assist you in preparing your resume. And once you get the job also, or post the training also, if you have stuck anywhere or if you got any doubt, you can call me or message me for any help. Okay, I'll be able to respond at my convenience. But one thing, I cannot log into your system and work on your objects. That is not possible. But I can give you the support on call. Okay, these are the key highlights of our training. And once again, I'm saying it's a total of 3.5 to 4 months duration. Okay, which takes almost 80 or 85 hours also sometimes. And it's completely live, so we'll be using Zoom for our regular classes, and we'll have a practice on the S4HANA 2023 version. 2025 also available, but I don't want to take training on 2025 because you will be working on the older versions only. Okay, you can't keep experience on the latest versions. You need to know what is there in the older version. Uh, Minute differences are there between different versions, but whatever concepts we learn, that you can apply to even earlier versions also. Like that, we have structured our course. Version to version, some features will be different, just like your mobile versions. If you take iOS 10 and iOS 13 something, so the core features don't differ. Only the thing is like some new features might have been added and some UI look and feel might have been different. Some bugs are there, they might have improved that. Okay, likewise. Same here also. It's just version to version upgrade, nothing much. So that's all from my side. And if you have any questions, maybe you can start asking.
Yeah, hi Venkat, Vijay here. Yeah, so my question is that, so for this classroom section, are we doing hands-on Fiori application or the NWBC one?
Both.
Both. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Hi, Venkat. Yes, I have a question. I'm saying that will you be covering you will be show the coding part actually in the classes? Are you covering that? Mm,
Yes, we'll cover the coding also.
okay,
We'll use
thanks.
the APIs and all the MDG relevant APIs, how we do the coding. That is there. We'll see many scenarios. Yeah.
This is Shreyas.
Yeah.
For example, with the TRF framework, we have like SAP to a non-SAP and SAP to within SAP. In such a
Mhm.
scenarios, it will have been a practical experience we'll be getting, like practical knowledge, where we will be working within a non-SAP system also for a key value mapping.
So here we don't have multiple systems. Like I said, there is some limitations in showing all the practical cases. So we
Okay.
cannot see the integration with the non-SAP systems practically, but I will be walking you through the required guides. But within MDG, we have something called self-replication that
Yeah.
we will see practically.
Yeah. And like what are the prerequisite of the hardware part which we required? Will be a remote server will be provided from your end, or a remote
Yeah,
desktop
it's
will
a
be
remote.
provided?
It's a remote desktop.
Desktop.
If you have minimum bare configuration, that is fine.
Hi, Venkat. One more thing. You give the practice. You will give the practice server, and
Mhm.
people will practice on that. And suppose we get stuck, right? When do we connect with you? Um,
No, we will have a dedicated WhatsApp group. So
oh,
where I'll be sharing all the updates, and if you got stuck somewhere or if you have any questions or issues, you can post there. I will be responding there, or you can call
So,
me directly also.
Hi
Eh,
Venkat.
yeah.
Yeah, when we talk about the integration part, system integration, so do we get any hands-on more on the SOA setup, IDOCs, or any other
That's
PIPO, that inbound and
uh,
outbound process? Yeah, obviously there will be no integration testing possible, but if we'll get more hands-on on the setup side, So it will be have a
Setup
good
side within MDG, we will see
or any
self-replication.
error handling related to that.
Yeah,
That
I
will
will
have.
be sharing you. Yeah, I'll be sharing you the required documents, and I will explain you also, which collected from my real-time projects only. What kind
Oh,
of errors you can see, how you can fix them, all those things.
oh, and second, when we talk about the workflow side, so do we also covering the BRF plus
Yeah, that is the core
concept
part.
also? That
Yeah, that is the
standard
core part.
approach? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
the core part. Main part is that one only. Other than that, remaining will take hardly 1 week to complete. Only BRF plus will take 3 weeks almost.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good. Yeah, thanks. Thanks,
Yeah.
Venkat.
Hi, Venkat.
Yeah,
Venkat,
hi.
out of these 16 units, how many are more relevant to the functional consultant?
Everything is relevant.
Okay.
Whatever is there, every unit is relevant for both technical and functional, but how extent is relevant, that differs.
Oh,
Sir, according to your experience, what is the job profile most required? Is it functional, technical, or techno-functional?
Obviously, first preference goes to techno-functional and then technical, then functional. It's not only MDG. You take any domain, developers will be more and the functionals will be less, right? Same applies here also in MDG. Developers are required more, whereas functionals are required less count only. Like if you take material implementation for XYZ customer, maybe they are doing the greenfield implementation. They may need a team of around 5 6 developers, and they may need only 1 or 2 functionals. Same applies here. So and coming to the techno functional, nowadays few organizations are preferring techno functional to reduce the cost. But in real time, I mean, when you are going out of this training, my suggestion would be you project yourself as a technical or functional only. Don't project as a techno-functional. You will be messed up. But still, even though whether you are only technical or only functional, you have many calls. No need to get into the techno-functional side also.
Thank you, Venkat. Okay.
Hi Venkat, this is Mallika.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Hi, Malika.
do we have any other sessions like morning or weekend sessions apart from this 9 to 10?
Weekend sessions will not happen. Morning session will start probably in the month of January.
Okay.
It would be it would be 7 to 8. Already a morning batch is going on. It would be completed by December. And once it is completed, then the new batch will be started in the morning.
Okay. Okay, Venkat. What would be the timings?
It would be, if it is morning, always 7 to 8. If it is evening, it is always 9 to 10, Monday to Friday.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
So that's all, guys. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me or ask your institute partner to arrange a conference call with me. See you in the live classes then. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Thank you.